When's the last time you thought about your mountain pose? Is mountain a shape that you come into just kind of willy-nilly, or do you give it some intentional thought about where your body is in space when you come into mountain? We are introducing a new theme in the studio called the Shape of the Month. So each month I've selected a pose that you may or may not have done, and we will all be working on and playing on that shape throughout that month together. Let's see, why did I pick mountain as the first shape? Well, energetically and even physically, winter can feel a little, right? It is cold, it is dry, it is rough. Don't look at my hands, y'all. And it can feel a little bit windy. So you want to engage in a practice that counteracts that, right? So a practice that is more heat building, more energetic, to keep you warm. So mountain pose, if you have been thinking about mountain as this place that you come to when you want to cool down, let's flip that on its head and think about it as a power pose, an energy building pose, a heat building pose for the rest of January and potentially beyond. We'll see where you go with it. Alrighty, so I am going to walk you through mountain, give you just a few cues that might help you find more accessibility in the pose, more comfort in the pose, or a way to amp up the pose and bring in some heat and bring in some energy. Let's go. Let's start aligning ourselves in mountain from the ground up. Bring your feet about hip bone distance apart. They're not nearly as wide as you think they are. So find the pelvic bone and then draw an imaginary line down through your ankles. That's hip bone distance. Begin rocking forward and backward, maybe swinging the arms a bit, finding comfort here. Sometimes guides might cue for you to bring the toes together, heels slightly apart. That may not feel great, so be sure to do what's safe for your body. Now, root down and find equal weight in all four corners of the feet. Now engage the thighs by energetically drawing the heels together without moving the feet. And you should feel the kneecaps lift upward. All right, it's core time. Lift the pelvic floor by sending the tailbone slightly down towards the earth and the abdomen up and in. Once you feel the core turn on, stay there. All right, now bring your shoulders over your hips, chin parallel to the earth, ears are hovering above the shoulders, and then lengthen through the spine, drawing up long through the neck. Now, you know we did options up in here because each body is unique. One way to be sure that you're maintaining engagement in mountain is to use a block between the thighs. Squeeze the thighs together and then align yourself again from feet to head. You can also do the same thing with a strap, except for you'll draw the thighs out. There are also options for the arms. Let's get into it. You can keep the palms turned in towards the thighs. You can rotate the palms out for a stretch across the chest. For moderate work in the shoulders, you can come to goalpost arms. For more work in the shoulders, you can extend the arms overhead. Be sure to drop your shoulders, which I failed to do. And if you want to stretch across the back, rotate the pinkies back behind you. Oh, I forgot one. You can also drop the arms to shoulder height. All right, you guys got this. Let's go.